Hello, Janet. It's Raul. I'm out here in, they consider it, might be Eagle Rock on the borderline with Highland Park. And I'm on my way to the library since doing a little recycling. I'm here at York Boulevard and Avenue 54. I'm just going to show you something that illustrates the utter disgust I have for the city council and the mayor and the board of supervisors, okay? The board of supervisors are in charge of mental health, okay? They don't do jack about it. I don't see Barbara Ferrara, who has no, any medical degrees, anything to do with the medical field, nothing but a social worker, a communist or socialist, that's what I call them, a Marxist. I'm standing here at the 7-Eleven. Now, days ago, I was here, and there was a man laying here, asleep here, and I hate vagrancy, all right? I loathe it. And this is what the city council's condoning. And there's people die every day out here in the city of Los Angeles and the county of Los Angeles, And this man passed away right here. Okay, he died right here at this spot. Here's a memorial to him. Now, I think I've seen him before, this gentleman right here. See? And this young lady that works here at the 7-Eleven would check on him, and when she came one morning, I believe she had come to work and found him, and he had expired, So this shows you how irresponsible the city council is. Because when you condone vagrancy, when you condone people laying around, shuffling around, and you condone it and you allow it, that's what's going to happen. If you don't have these people housed either in jail, and they have to be prosecuted. I mean, there's no doubt about it, because you're loitering, and if you continually do that, you should be arrested and taken off the streets, especially if you're just laying around and sleeping. Now, this man, did a lot of that, I'm sure, okay? And he's the kind of person that I refer to as a vagrant, because that's what it is. It's not that he's homeless. He probably hasn't had a home in years, okay? He hasn't been in a housing situation. But that's because these bastards in the city council are not vigilant on trying to get them off the street and putting them some kind of four walls and a roof around them somewhere. Especially all that city property they own. Like, I believe in building barracks. So at least you know where they are. And they're going to have to adhere to the wishes or the demands of the city council and the police department. Now, the police department are off limits to these people. They could be sleeping there, and if you call the police, they're just gonna say, "Hi, okay, you gotta get moving," and then they go away. They're not proactive. The police department do not just pull over when they see somebody laying there. You gotta call them. In other words, the 7-Eleven here, the managers has to call them, and they're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna drive by. Because the city council has told them, they reined them in and said, just let it be, man. Like the Beatles, let it be. So I thought I'd show you that. I saw two people now in the past literally dying in front of me in a fetal position out in the street. Okay, I mean, I've seen it. It's terrible. Because you could feel that. You could feel them are dying. You could almost feel it just looking at them. You know they're not going to last another day. And I've seen that happen twice, and they seem to be a couple of drug addicts. And people die every day on the streets of Los Angeles. The city of Los Angeles and the county of Los Angeles, but it's more the city of Los Angeles. See, Highland Park, Echo Park, Pacoima, North Hollywood, that's all considered Los Angeles. They're little enclaves, and it's part of the LA city, and they're a disgrace. They're disgusting places to live, because the city council and the mayor, that smiling jackass we have in there, now, because we had the other idiot for like 9 years, Eric Garcetti, he was a disgrace. And for Joe Biden to promote that buffoon, that idiot, to become the ambassador to India is a disgrace and a slap in the face to Republicans, because that's what this bastard does, Joe Biden. He promotes damn losers that didn't do their job. He single-handedly made living in LA a disgusting, bad situation for a person. It makes you, just totally creates a feeling of hopelessness. Like you're living in a community, you want to clean it up, but the city council is working against you. The mayor's working against you. Because they're saying, no. They have the contempt, that's what I call it. The hatred for their own constituents to dump these people on us. To live and to loiter in front of the 7-Eleven, to loiter in alleys, to be drinking open containers. They're drunks, they're drug addicts, drug casualties, and they dump them on us. They're living in motorhomes, recreational vehicles. They're living in their cars, and instead of assigning them safe parking zones like they were supposed to be doing, which they were doing for a little while, where they just assign a certain area for them to park, and then they stay there. They don't go in your neighborhood and park in front of your house. Or park in front of a school or whatever, so that these young kids will see this despicable display of so-called homeless, which I call them street vagrants, who don't want to work and don't want to improve their lot. They do just loiter and get stoned. You see syringes laying around in motorhomes and RVs, recreational vehicles, people living out of their cars, a disgusting mess. Well, I'll let you go, Jen. I just want to show you another casualty of this so-called homeless problem. It's vagrancy, and it's that the city council does not and will not enforce the city charter that prohibits this kind of behavior. But I'm working on it. I'm going to call them out on this in the media, and I'm going to go to the city council meetings and I'm going to rip in them. You take care, Janet. Bye.